Thank you for this invitation to the launch of this important strategy, one which very much aligns with the work of Inclusion Ireland. My name is Derval McDonagh. I'm the CEO of Inclusion Ireland, and we're a national advocacy organisation for people with an intellectual disability. Our sole purpose is to work towards the full inclusion of people with intellectual disabilities by supporting people to have their voice heard and advocating for rights under the UN CRPD. It's clear from our consultations with people with intellectual disabilities that there are a number of critical points to bring forward today, and indeed, education is a core pillar of the work of Inclusion Ireland. The first and possibly the most important point is the perceived lack of ambition for people with intellectual disabilities coming out of post-primary school. This can be experienced by people with intellectual disabilities in a number of ways. One, there's a lack of available, accessible information about post-school options. And it's heartening to see as goal 4 in the strategy that there will be a focus on an awareness campaign around higher education as a viable option. There's also a lack of guidance available to pupils in special schools, and this is an issue which comes up time and time again for people with intellectual disabilities. But in general, people tell us that they need support in creating a vision for their future, and schools need the resources and the training to enable that visioning to happen. Once a pupil leaves post-primary education, the pathway is often towards rehabilitative training or indeed a day service model. People with intellectual disabilities tell us that they have a problem with the term rehabilitative training, and they want to see ambition for them, for their future. They tell us that they should have many more options available to them, no matter what level of support they might happen to need to explore these options. Studies have shown that only 17% of people with intellectual disabilities are working, and people with intellectual disabilities are 5 times more likely to live in poverty than non-disabled people. A pathway out of this is clearly access to education and training, but education which is flexible, learner-centred, and meets the person exactly where they're at. We're looking forward to supporting the implementation of this strategy over the next number of years at Inclusion Ireland. We're particularly struck by the strategic goal of progression, and most people with an intellectual disability who go into further and higher education also want to see that progression for themselves towards employment or indeed further education and training experiences. We look forward to supporting the work, we look forward to further engagement around it, and we wish you the very best on the launch of this strategy today.